I am Tom Boeing. I am the co-founder and co-manager, I guess, of Inc. or Indie Northern Kentucky. Indie Northern Kentucky is a store, but it's also a place, I guess, where we like to have communities come together. And we feel like there are lots of spaces for other communities, but sometimes like the niche art style or tarot or smaller creative communities that exist in the Cincinnati area don't have a home for. So while the store portion focuses on small press, books, comics, zines, newspapers, publications, that sort of thing, we have our creator space. Groups kind of use the space to just kind of connect with their community, and that's kind of what Indie Northern Kentucky is. The way I like to describe zines to people is that they are small press DIY books. They can be comics, they can be poetry, they can be collage, they can be doodles, they can be journal entries, it can be anything, as long as it is done with kind of a DIY, scrappy sort of approach. As long as you're doing it and you have, a big part in creating it, chances are you're probably not making money on it, because zines are meant to be pretty inexpensive. So I would say most of the zine creators or zinesters do it more out of love than anything else, which is, I think, what makes part of the community so great, is because everybody knows that they're doing something that they enjoy, and when you buy a zine or read a zine, you're experiencing that artist or that creator's work and love, as opposed to their day job. My partner Ren and I started Zine-Cincinnati, which is a zine festival that takes place annually, and we have our 5th Zine-Cincinnati happening this year in October. Without Zine-Cincinnati, we would not have had the contacts or kind of the courage, I guess, to start a bookstore like this. With Zine-Cincinnati, we got to see that there was a love for this kind of publication, and that there weren't very many places that these creators or these fans of these small press things could go to get this sort of stuff. I want people to be able to come in here and feel like they are part of a community, or they are experiencing, a space where different communities can thrive, and maybe they want to join. And I think that's kind of what I love, welcoming people to something maybe they have a hole in their life for. The communities that we have had a hand in, we have a zine making day. Now, we have art supplies and stuff here that anybody can use at any time, all the time, but the second Saturday of every month is just kind of like a community zine making day. The third Thursday of every month, we have our tarot night, and it's less of a come and get your cards read sort of thing, but more a come and learn how to read your cards. And then we always try to have a poetry night. The final Friday of every month is our comics club. That has probably been our most successful club so far. It's great. We've had people come in and be like, hey, I write comics, but I don't draw. What is a good place to meet somebody? And I'm like, come to comics club. We have so many artists that you can talk to and pitch your story to, and they may want to work with you, that sort of thing. We're always open to welcoming new communities. If somebody wants to run a D&D game here and is willing to open it up to anybody, just let me know what time and I'll leave the doors open, sort of thing. our whole thing has been like, you know, all of our events need to be free because there are enough places where everything costs money. And you need to be able to go someplace to hang out, connect with your community, connect with people, work on your art, knit, do whatever, at a place that isn't gonna charge you money to be there. You know, if you want to know more about zines and indie comics, just come in and chat. If you would like a recommendation, like you want to learn something or get exposed to it, you know, always happy to recommend something. But of course, you know, just come in and flip through some stuff. It doesn't hurt my feelings if you leave without, like you look through a couple things and you leave without buying anything. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I know that, you know, it's a niche bookstore for a reason. Some people are really drawn to it, and it's okay if that's not everybody.